So we are joined by two of the stars of this new series. Let's welcome real-life couple Dr. Britt Baker, the only fully licensed and practicing dentist in the professional wrestling industry, and Adam Cole, who recently made his AEW return, setting the stage for him to wreak havoc once again. Hey, welcome to the show. And hey, what's the difference between this show and other shows, wrestling shows that we have out there?
I think that, so with All Access, you're really diving deep into what goes on behind the scenes, and it's totally unscripted. It's real life. It's real. It's a few months in the past, but it was literally everything that we were going through and what was going on backstage, and there's really no filter to any of it.
Well, that can be interesting, huh? And besides the two of you, who are some of the other wrestling stars we'll be following throughout this series?
Ooh, so I mean, there's quite the list of AEW stars who are on this show, but I'd say some of the featured ones are Sammy Guevara and Tay Conti, another couple from AEW. We have two guys responsible for starting AEW in the first place, Matt and Nick Jackson, the Young Bucks. And I think another reason this show is so exciting is a lot of these stories and a lot of the people that we're covering, you've never seen this side of them before. Right. So you're going to see stuff, like I said, that you've never seen before from the AEW stars.
Right. So what's that like? Okay, you're used to having cameras on you all your lives, but really, right, we're talking about inside the ring. What's the difference between that and bringing cameras into your personal lives?
It takes not that much time at all before you're just used to it again. And it's probably what you just said, because we're so used to having the cameras around anyway. So it was, a little weird for a day or two, and then you get over it pretty quickly, and then you pretend like they're not even there. And I think once you get into that headspace, that's when you get the best TV show, because it's really raw and real, and it's the real you.
Yeah, because speaking of that, I mean, the injury that I went through was very real. Mm-hmm. And this show documents a lot of that recovery process. So that was a little bit scary for me to get that private and that real, especially considering my career was hanging in the balance. But I'm so glad that I did it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, wrestling, boy, yes, I'm glad too, and showing the real side of you, showing that you're real people, okay? So, Britt, let's stay with that. How do you navigate life as a practicing dentist and also an all-elite wrestler?
Well, time management is my lethal weapon for these industries. But I'm very fortunate that Tony Khan is so understanding, and he loves that I'm a dentist, and he lets me come and go to and from the office whenever, as long as I'm there for Dynamite. He's very accommodating, getting me in and out of whatever city we're in for the day. And same thing goes for the dental office I work with. They're very supportive and proud that I'm a professional wrestler, and they work with my schedule just as well. So I'm just incredibly thankful that I work for two different companies, two different bosses that allow me to live both my dreams and support it.
Right, when you're working, it's part of your dreams. It's not like you're working at all. So that's great, having that life-work balance. And so as we look at this show as a whole, let's finish with this. How much of your lives behind the scenes will we really get to see?
You're going to get to see a lot, really, from the both of us.
Yeah.
Again, aside from us covering a lot of what our relationship is built on, again, the severity of these injuries that I went through, my family is going to be involved in this show. So it certainly is the most private, the most real, the most raw, as Britt said, that I've ever gotten.
And that goes for all the cast members. Yeah. Everyone was kind of going through different battles of their own, and you'll see that on the show, and you see really how they overcome it and just how resilient our company is and how the professional wrestlers that work for AEW are.
Very good. Resilient you are. It should be a lot of fun. And again, thanks for joining us on First Coast Living. And once again, check out this new series on TBS. That's Wednesdays at 10 p.m. following AEW Dynamite. And go to our website for more at firstcoastliving.net.